Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Photos. Pictures are worth 1,000 words. My name is Ryan Clancy, and I'm one of the client success managers here at Educational Networks. Today, we're going to have the opportunity to take a look at two really cool features that make use of photos on your website, specifically photo albums and the Spotlight feature, which is a great way to celebrate anything from Student of the Month, Sports Team Wins, and Teacher of the Year. Let's get started, everybody. What we're going to look at first, everyone, is how we can go in and add on a brand new photo album. Now, one of the cool things about the photo album feature, as we're going to see here in just a moment, is that this is a feature that is not only easy for us as website admins to add to, but it is also a feature that is very, very easy for parents, students, grandparents, relatives to really go in and look back at some wonderful memories at your school. If we look over here, we have a featured album that's called Our School. So if I was a parent or a grandparent, what I could do is I could go in, click on this album, and I go in and select any of the images here. And what's really, really nice here is that this is very much like a slideshow. And they can go through, scroll through all the different images, which is really, really neat. Also, what's really cool is if they go back to album home, they're able to see all of the cover photos for the different albums that the school has posted. What we're going to do right now, everyone, is we're going to see just how easy it is to add on a new photo album of our very own. Step number one is to go back to my account on the admin site and to go in and to log in. From here, I go in and I select Photo Album. And this is a feature of the site that very much is going to walk you through the steps to add to the album, which is pretty neat. Makes it very easy to use. So what I do, I'll say that I'm adding a new field trip album. I just go in and I click Create Album. And I type in the album name. So I'll type in Green Tech Field Trips. Perfect. Then what I do is I select Update Album Info, click Upload Photos, click Choose Files, and then from here what we're going to go in and do is we're going to select the different photos we want to add. Now, we want to remember to do that, we want to hold the if we want to add multiple photos at once, I should say, definitely something you can do. It makes it easy, makes it quick. All you need to do that is if you're using a Mac, you want to go ahead and hold the Command key. If you're using a PC, while you're selecting your photos, you're going to want to hold the Control key. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and hold the Command key. I'm going to find the images here that I want to go in and add on. And I just go in and I click Open. I click Upload. And that'll take just a moment to load. Perfect. So we go back over to the homepage for the photo album module on our site. We refresh the screen, and now we can see that we've successfully added on a brand new photo album. So just as with before, parents and students, they can go in, they can click on a particular image, and they can very easily go in and scroll through them. Going back to the admin site, we also have some different options that are available to us here. That includes designating this as the featured album. In this case, I'll just go ahead and leave that be, but you can do that just by clicking on the star. You can also change the cover photo. Maybe instead you prefer to have it on this beach scene. Just click where it says Make Cover. And what happens is we go back over to Album Home. We refresh the page. We can see now that we've gone in and we've successfully changed that. An important step to ensuring that your photos are accessible is you want to make sure to go in and add captions to them. The great thing is that the software makes that very easy to do. All you're going to do is you're going to choose the photo you're going to add it to. So in this case, I'm going to say I'm going to add it to the sea turtle photo. And then from here, I want to go in and click Add Caption. And it's important to be as descriptive as possible for this here. So in this case, I might type something in such as sea turtle swimming near the surface. Something like that is perfect. I then go in and I click save. Let's refresh. And I click on the sea turtle photo, and we can see now that we've successfully added that caption on. The photo album feature is just one of several features that makes excellent use of photos. Let's go in and take a look at another one. Specifically, let's see how we can go in and work with the Spotlight feature. Now, Spotlight is cool. It is a great way for you to be able to celebrate student and staff accomplishments. It's perfect, for example, if your school marching band wins a competition for Student of the Month, Teacher of the Year. Let's say that it's closer to summer and we want to either announce or we want to honor the valedictorian that's been selected for that year. That's what we're going to see how to do. Now, actually, one thing before we do that, I just want to show you what this looks like. So we have Wendy. And one thing that's really important to note about this here is that when you go in and you look at this, I like to think of it as kind of a mini version of news and announcements. Adding to this is just like filling in the blanks. It's a lot like filling out the form. When we go in and we look at this here, we see that we have, of course, our photo, but also a description. So it's nice because you can really go in and mention why this person's being recognized. So it's a great way to celebrate their accomplishments. So to go in and to add on our new Spotlight entry, which will feature the valedictorian, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start by going back to my account on the admin site. From here, what I'll do is I'll select Spotlight. I'll then go in and select the category, so a green tag highlights. Alrighty. Now, once we're in this area here, a couple of things that are really important to note. So you can add entries for future months. It is important to note that if you decide to do that, that entry will not be live on the site until the first of that month. So that's just something to keep in mind. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and add this entry for the month of December. So to do that, what I'll do is I will go in, I click it, click Add Entry, and we see how it is very much like going in, and it is very much like filling out a form. So I'm going to start, let's say our valedictorian's name is Emily. I'm going to first go ahead and get Emily's photo. So that's going to take just a moment. See right here. While it's loading, I'm going to go ahead and type in her name. So I'm just going ahead and filling in the blanks. And what I'm going to do next here is I'm going to add her description on. Now, this looks kind of similar to the text editor that you've seen on news and calendars. What's different about this right here is, or what's the same about it, I should say, one thing you want to make sure and do is if you are copying, pasting anything in here, you just want to make sure to first switch this to plain text. I go over to where this is stored, so it'll be just a moment. The reason that you switch it to plain text is it's going to make sure that it loads correctly for students and their families, and also that your formatting stays intact too. So it'll be just a moment while I locate that. I go in and I highlight over this, copy this, and then paste this in. Once I've gone ahead and I've done that, all I need to do is I need to go in and switch this back to rich formatting, and I can make any formatting changes that we'd like. This case here looks pretty good, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave that be. A really neat feature of your site, and features that can use this do include photo album and the Spotlight feature. One thing that's really cool about Spotlight is that you can go ahead and post content from your website over to Facebook and Twitter at the same time you're adding brand new content like this. All I do to do that is I just check these boxes. It's important to note that I can go ahead and change the content in here if I'd like. It's important to note, particularly with Twitter, there is a little bit of a character limit. I then go in and I click Save. Perfect, and we see that it's successfully posted to Twitter and Facebook. But what happens now is if I go back over to the home page for Green Tech, I see that we've successfully added Emily to Student of the Month. I can click on her picture and it brings me to this page where it mentions what she's being recognized for, which is pretty cool. Now let's say as an example that you'd like to have a spotlight feature, but you don't have it on your website quite yet. That's okay. A great way to go and request that is to reach out to our tech support team. Here's how you're going to do that. You're going to go back over to your account on the admin site, click Dashboard. Then from here, it's going to bring you to this screen where you'll see information on how to reach out to our tech support team. We have a phone number here, which is perfect for questions. For requests such as adding the photo album feature or adding the spotlight feature to your home page, anything like that, what you want to do is you just want to go in and click Create a Ticket. And you would just go in and fill in the request here. What's really cool for other requests, so as an example, if you need a document embedded on a page on your website, is that you can also go in and add attachments to this as well. You go in, click Submit. These tech support tickets, they are guaranteed to be answered within 1 business day, but we have an amazing tech support team. They're very good at what they do. So more often than not, it is answered quicker than that, but that's just something to keep in mind. Our tech support team is available Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. Eastern till 3 a.m. Eastern, or 5:30 a.m. Pacific time, all the way up till 12 a.m. Pacific time. Along with our tech support team, please feel free to let our client success team know too if there's any questions that you have. My name is Ryan Clancy, and I work here at EduNet as one of our client success managers. I want to thank you all so much for joining us, and I wish you a wonderful day.